I was once abducted when I was 14 years old. I stayed in the bush with the Lira. It was forceful abduction on my way to school.
The abduction happened in 1996 when I was in senior 1. It was on the 9th October when we celebrate our independence.
My grandfather was burnt alive and my grandmom also. Because these are who were taking care of me. And also my cousin brothers, they were also killed like that. So that was the first time. Sorry.
We had these small soldiers called the Kadogos, these young boys of about 8, 9, 7 years. They were very cruel, and they were the ones beating us with sticks, and some were using even the guns to beat.
We were forced to be trained to kill, to fight the government soldiers, and to protect the commanders of the rebel group. And we were also forced to go and loot and murder innocent people.
We were about 139. So when they picked 30, they told the rest, you go here. Girls, the 30 that they picked, they went with them. So we all started screaming.
I remember one incident where we were forced to kill a teacher and eat the flesh. It was like a kind of method of the rebel were using for brainwashing us, that you don't care about anything. And indeed, it reached a moment where we didn't care about anything. Killing was something normal. It is no news.
Why don't we stop the war in the north? What is going on?
I was born in 1982. I grew up in this community. This community has been experiencing MWH War since 1986. So I spent the rest of my life in this war area.
30 years old. Yes, I live here in Lira. I am a former child soldier of Aboke girls.
I'm 25 years old. I live in the northern part of Uganda, that is here in Lira. I've been doing music now throughout my life. I've had a terrible experience.
I was excited to escape and come back home. Reaching home, I found fellow child soldiers. They were in the community. They were going through a lot of challenges. At school, they called them rebels. They called them in the name of the, some of them they are called Coin, which means the leader of the rebel group. Sometimes you are branded the children of Coin. This was very discriminative. I also experienced it.
That experience has really helped me, because even as I know the pain, though I have not stayed for a long time in the bush, only 1 hour is enough to traumatize someone. So I know what it is.
Our group is called Achoke Rural Development Initiatives, which in short is called ADI Youth Center now. The purpose of us coming together was to share our experience, to reorganize our ability, our solidarity, to comfort one another, share positive stories, and then work out what is good for us. We were busy thinking of how to rebuild our hope. Since the beginning, our organization has now worked with close to 1,000 children. In fact, these last 2 years, the number has started increasing. The reason being that children don't have any other option anyway where to go. So we are the only organization providing such kind of services for them. So they are freely accessing us. And I'm also very glad with the staff we have. Most of our staff are also been experiencing the war.
I sat with Fred. I told Fred, you know what? Crying will not help me. I know it makes me sad, but what can we do to bring other children together, to forget all that happened to them? When I'm on stage, I feel, the smile comes naturally. I don't force myself. Why don't you do something with music? And he said, wow, okay. started composing a dance, and it's the pot dance that I'm doing now. The first time I did it was fun, just one pot. When I started like practicing 4 or 5 pots,
when you're ready, close your eyes, if you can. Concentrate on your breathing. Imagine.
We have never known exactly how music therapy would work. Even our counselors didn't know. And it's only until today that we can see that really it works. So this is something that something new like this would really help. It has a tangible value for us because it's something we can hone, we can practice, we can manipulate it, and we can use it for transforming the society.
Breathing in, feeling strong, feeling loved, feeling accepted, getting in touch with what you can bring to others.
From today's experience, I've learned something, and I'm going to put it in practice, because I've realized that when one is traumatized or one is in trouble, when he or she is listening to music, slowly by slowly someone is relieved from the pain. So I'm really going to use it in my counseling sessions for those children who are really getting a difficult life.
and music, I think, is the best medicine to solve a problem, for the mind, for everything. We just make ourselves happy, start clapping. At the end of the day, you find people are smiling. As one of the counselors told you that, I'm sleeping. Find someone is sleeping, not even thinking about the problem. Sometimes we like drum, get different instruments, get people also from different tribes who has not gone through the war, and they come and talk to the children. But that's through music. Through music, children are now smiling. They feel that they are accepted in the community. Because after the show, people are clapping for them. People are very excited. They want more. So they are like, they ask themselves, wow, am I the one doing this? I want to see other people happy, especially the youth.
We are very much focused on the activities that will really make the center offer more quality services. And one of them is the music therapy. And the connection now we have with Musicians for World Harmony, which we got in touch with the director, Mr. Samit Mlondo. It has been a very good connection, because this is the first opportunity of its kind here in this area. I don't even know anybody else who is doing it. For us, this is an opportunity to express ourselves individually, to reflect on who we are individually, to reflect on what has happened in the past and how to deal with it, how to get out of it, how to forget about it. This is how the music program is going to help. Besides just focusing on talent grooming, but the therapy will also help us psychologically to settle. We also want now to work together with World Music Harmony, Musicians for World Harmony, to prepare for children who are about to come back from the bush. When we succeed Peace Talk, there will be many children. And the children that we are receiving, most of them now, are children born in captivity. They're children of 8 years, 10 years, 6 years. These were children born in the bush, and they are like wild animals. They are very hostile. And we have to start building from this.
There is really a great deal of work that has to be done, because these children are traumatized. Even in their own homes, they are hated by their parents, called names, especially those ones who came back with children. These children are not wanted in the community.
From what I know from children, people who come back from the bush yet, I think 15,000 children or more are still in the bush, and those are the 15,000 we have to wait for them. They're coming back.
Just requesting those out there maybe who do not know that people are still having trauma and because of the war, that we should join hands and support counseling, support the music therapy that helps the formerly abducted to cope up with the situation, because it cannot get out of your mind completely. You just cope up with, you find a way of coping up with.
The war has stopped in the field, but the war is now back home in the house, in our heart, in our brain. We are fighting with it. We are struggling to get out of it.